please come forward? Sergeants, could you let her through? I'd like to request that she sit at the center table.
Mr. President, just for the record, committee reports for items 13 and 14 have been submitted, posted, and circulated for Council's consideration.
Ms. Rice, June, good to see you. Please have a seat. And we have seats on the side. Guys, sit on the... Amanda, are you going to begin? And it's good to see you. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Good to see you, too. Mr. President, members of the Council, thank you so much for making a moment to allow us to speak to this Statement of Unity. My name is Amanda Suskin. I'm the Regional Director of the Anti-Defamation League's Pacific Southwest region. We have over 100-year-old civil rights and human relations organization, and we take great pride in having the opportunity to bring communities together. Given the anniversary of Saigu, which will be tomorrow, we started a process about 6 months ago, hi David, to bring leaders of the African American, Korean American community together, along with members of law enforcement. Now the #1 non-governmental agency training law enforcement in hate crimes and extremism, the ADL was in a unique position to bring these civil rights groups together with the leaders of the law enforcement. We're really, really proud of the fact that four authors came up with this Statement of Unity that I know you're going to speak to when you do the resolution, and a total of 22 organizations, including 5, hi Bob, sorry, I didn't even see you, 5 organizations from the law enforcement community have signed on to the Statement of Unity. With your permission, we'd like to read just the pledge that follows a series of recitals that...
Go right ahead.
The recitals go to the facts that led to the terrible breakdown of our communities in April 29th and the days following. And we have created a pledge that we are asking all of you to join. There are 10 items to the pledge. We'd love to each read one if we may.
Please.
Or 2, yeah. So, we recognize the tragedy of April 29th, 1992, and honor those innocent victims who lost their lives as we pay respect to their families. Read the next one.
We recognize those who lost their property and livelihoods, honoring their efforts to rebuild and regenerate.
We recognize the work our respective civic organizations have done to rebuild and heal our community in the last 25 years.
And I should have, we're at 4. I should have introduced...
Why don't we do it at the end? I was thinking that at the end we'll introduce everyone.
We recognize the work of the City of Los Angeles and LAPD to educate, reform, and hold accountable their workforce, to work collaboratively with civic organizations, and to implement community policing strategies, all to the betterment and reduction of crimes in Los Angeles.
We recognize the growing socioeconomic disparity in our country continues to contribute to the polarization of our communities. 6.
We will continue to work together to create a harmonious community, recognizing that, like the nation, we are a community of immigrants, welcoming to all. And we are a community of the dispossessed who did not come here as immigrants, including my community, the African American community.
We will stand up to the bigots, the haters, and the xenophobes in our community.
We will denounce hate crimes of all kinds because a hate crime targeting one segment of our community does harm to all of us.
We, the community, and law enforcement will work together with mutual respect and accountability to continue to promote the high standards of community policing, including reporting and assisting in the fight against hate and extremism. And the last one is 10.
And finally, we pledge that our children will understand that the diversity in our community and on our campuses is a strength and a source of pride, not a cause for hatred, division, or exclusion.
This is the pledge we ask you to join us in, and we are so proud to represent 22 organizations representing the very diverse community, the most diverse major city in the history of this country, Los Angeles.
Well, thank you all. But I think that it's so important that we introduce to the rest of Los Angeles. Some of you don't need introductions, but why don't we just introduce all that are at the table today? And again, thank you for your good work. I know how challenging it is to get 22 people to agree and to sign a statement.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
kudos to you, Amanda, on that. But let's,
Council President.
who do we have with us today?
Carol Goldstein has joined us here from our New York office, our national headquarters of the ADL. You all know Connie Rice, who probably singularly did so much in the wake of the riots to bring, and the uprising to bring communities together and work with police in specific to create reform. Jun Ban is the president of the Korean American Coalition, the preeminent organization representing the Korean American community, and he's been very busy as well. And Chief Arcos is representing all of the law enforcement communities that came together to make this statement possible, because there is such polarization, not just among our communities, but between the communities oftentimes and the police. The work is not done. There's a tremendous amount of work to do, but we're standing here pledging to work together, and we appreciate your support for that effort.
Well, again, thank you for all of your work. Now let's make this official. Madam Clerk, would you please open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
That's approved unanimously.